How's everybody doing? We have done a bunch of work to the chipper today. Not a bunch, let me take that back. Quite a bit of work I have done to the chipper. So that whole first statement was kind of jacked up, but yeah. Anywho, I changed the hose that was leaking. We put the cylinder on the conveyor so that can lift up. See? But there's a big mess around it. Big mess. So we gotta get that cleaned up. You can thank Mr. Hanson for that. Hold on 1 second. We got her. There we go. We got that cleaned off. The motor's shut off. It's nice and quiet. So this morning I showed up to mass hysteria. Josh had clogged the conveyor, which I knew would probably happen. And I gave him some warning. I said, you gotta look behind you just as much as you look that way, because what happens is that conveyor gets clogged, and if you don't see it and you keep feeding it, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. Then you have a mess on your hands, and you have to take like an hour and a half to clean it out while truckers are all waiting to get loaded. And yeah, so that happened this morning. He had it clogged, the best I've ever seen. I have not seen it any better than that. I've had some other stuff clogged on this, but not the conveyor. He did a really good number on that, so we had to clean that out. And he had stuff kind of everywhere. He likes to look the other way. The new chipper is totally different than this one. This one you really got to be on your toes. There's a wrench laying right here. Nice 1.25 inches. And so I dug this out of the back, me and a couple truck drivers, and it was, yeah, he had this, he had it down there as the bottom, obviously. He had it above these feed wheels, like right in here, packed right full. So I was literally laying up in there, getting stuff in my face, digging it all out. It's not pretty. Not pretty, but we got it, and I think he might have learned a lesson. I hope he learned to always look around you when you're chipping with this magnificent old beauty. So I changed hydraulic line on that. I changed the fitting so it doesn't leak. This fitting here, that one right there was loose. We got that changed so that's not leaking anymore. As you can tell, she's got some dust on her now. So that's not leaking anymore. We put the cylinder on the conveyor so we can lift that. But then you see this right here. See that? That's kind of holding the keyway in there, kind of, sort of, maybe. And yeah, that's a feed wheel there, which it's another story. But that feed wheel, it holds that keyway in there so the keyway don't fall out. So the problem I'm having is with the first feed wheel, and it's a little different design than the new one. And I think they figured something out when they built the newer models, how to kind of change this a little bit, because yeah, that's a brand new bottom feed wheel in there. And what I have is this action right here. Whoopsie. See that there? I put a hose clamp on that. But if I only had another one of those other things. Oh, what do we have? Oh, look, it's right in my pocket. Oh. Yeah, so we have to put this on there, and that will hopefully fix that problem. So we can do that right now. I just got to go get some tools because I'm not as... Oh, you're gonna come and start questioning my machine? Really? There ain't nothing leaking up under there. There's a drip. There's a little itty bitty drip. Look up there in that snow. You got it figured out yet, Gary? Can you get me a hammer there? Yeah. Thanks. Is it coming off that? Oh, it's coming from above that 1 inch on that 3/4, ain't it? That 3/4 that's wet? No. One of those, that one or the one next to it. Is this loose or are they bad? He changed about every other hose up there.
Back in the day, we had to grind that stuff. Probably wouldn't have such a pile. Oh.
What do you think? Need my help yet?
What, you got bark packed back to here?
No.
Not this time. This is where the pile starts. You gotta dig it out.
I don't want to talk about it. Your buddy.
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision there. Spent the first hour and a half digging.
Part of the operation.
It is, ain't it? I was fortunate enough to have a slasher guy next to me.
Part of the operation.
It's all part of the learning curve.
Reload the bark in there. Boy, you really went all out, didn't you?
That stuff is going to do nothing up there. That's not going to do much. No. We were just discussing that.